the union! Up 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 the union! Kill the bill! Kill the bill! Kill the bill! Kill the bill! Holy! Kill the bill! Holy! Kill the bill! Holy! Kill the bill! Kill the bill! Kill the bill! Kill the bill!
Once again, at this time, our next speaker is an ODOT worker from Marietta, Ohio, in the person of Willa O'Neill.
Good afternoon. I am Willa O'Neill from ODOT and also a proud member of OCSJ. And I will be reading my remarks thanks to teachers that I have had. I can both read and write. And one of those teachers was my own dear mother. I've been a public employee for 30 plus years. I began my career as a public school teacher, where I taught some very special young people. Most of my kids were poor, drug addicted, all were in the court system. I went there thinking that I could help them change their lives. I left there after a few years when it became all too apparent that they were throwaway kids in the eyes of the administration. That departure led me to an entirely different career. I began working in ODOT in March 1986 in Washington County, Marietta, Ohio. Because of an affirmative action program, I became one of the first female highway workers at ODOT. Lots of challenges awaited me. Acceptance into this man's world, learning unfamiliar work processes, getting acclimated to working outside in all weather conditions. When I started working at ODOT, OCSEA had just negotiated their first contract with the state. Older employees shared their stories of what it was like to work there prior to collective bargaining. They referred to it as collective begging when they had no voice in the workplace. They talked about the bag man and the hatchet man who made certain that employees paid the party by buying tickets to political functions, whether they could afford it or not. This got you your merit raises. I am glad to say that with collective bargaining, these guys disappeared. As a highway worker, I did a lot of important work, not glamorous, but important, and often dangerous. Every day we played in traffic. We drove through snowstorms and blizzards. We helped our communities during major emergencies. During one especially bad flood, I was sent to a small southeastern Ohio village to see what help was needed. Homes were destroyed. Temporary housing was needed. I called then Congressman Ted Strickland, and within 24 hours, their needs were being met, all in a day's work for public employees. I got involved with the union early in my career at ODOT because it added meaning to my job. It gave me the opportunity to help my coworkers and improve our workplace. I have served in many offices, from executive board and steward to chapter president, and now the president of the ODOT OCSEA Assembly. I have served on a negotiation team when we sat across from Gary Johnson, the state's paid negotiator, who referred to us as butts in seats. Thanks to our union, we let him know, and the state know, that we were more than butts in seats, that we were public servants who worked hard and deserved dignity and respect in the workplace. Today, my job has changed. For the past 10 years, I have served as ODOT's statewide Union Quality Coordinator, the only position of its kind in Ohio. In this position, I have worked in partnership with management and other union members to improve our agency. We have had many successes. In partnership, we have created the Highway Technician Academy, which is a training program that benefits our employees and Ohio citizens. Last year, a Labor Management Committee created a mechanics training program with the goal of bringing revenue to the agency through warranty work. Health and safety committees have worked to make our workplace safer. The union has helped ODOT sponsor our Team Up ODOT event for the past 11 years. For 30 years, this system has worked well for our employees, our agencies, and for Ohio citizens. So why does the current administration want to destroy something that really has worked well? This is not about balancing the budget or improving the state. It's about paybacks. I am nearing the end of my career. As a single mom, I have raised 2 daughters, both college graduates, still paying college loans. I now have 2 grandchildren whom I adore, and I want for them to live in a world where they have a bright future. As a public employee, I have not gotten rich. I struggle to stay in the middle class. But I am grateful to have had a secure job with decent benefits, something every working person in America deserves. Yes, I am nearing the end of my career, but I intend to stay here and help fight to preserve these rights for workers just starting their careers. Say no to Senate Bill 5. Kill the bill.
Kill the... I can't hear you. Kill the bill. Ah, yes, 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 yes. We have some other speakers that are coming. At this time, we're going to ask Joan and Timothy Foltz to come from Dayton, Ohio.
Good afternoon, Ohio! For the past 4 years, I have been an environmental education teacher. I've gotten to where I am today because I was able to have the support as a child from my mother and family to bring me up. When I went into the hall today, and I'm here representing International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 82, the skillful art of teaching, and the right to organize and negotiate for fair wages across the country and around the world. When we went in today, I heard from a lot of folks that she works with, "Oh, Timmy, I haven't seen you since you were this big." When they did see me, and I was that old, me and my 2 older sisters were being raised by my mother, a single mother, who was able to get the fair wages that she needs because of the union work that she has been putting forth for 34 years. As the first woman to top out in the apprenticeship in the IBEW Local 82. I think she's...